Hello, fabulous people. Welcome to part 2 of my Pokemon Crystal Clear Shiny Pokemon only on the team playthrough. That doesn't really have a nice ring to it. If you just want to skip ahead to the Eevee reaction, then you can jump to like 13 minutes, 20 seconds into the video. That's when I start showing off the soft reset highlight for it and my reaction. Otherwise, I'm going to show everything that led up to that moment. So if you want a recap of how the playthrough's going and like my progress, this game's super awesome because you can start wherever you want. I started in Goldenrod and we make our way to the Ilex Forest. That is my Route 1 or Route 2 of the game, I suppose. There's a Bulbasaur in here, so that's really cool. That might be a shiny target later. Just wanted to show that off. Get ourselves Headbutt before we even have any gym badges. That's not something many Johto trainers can say. Make our way into Azalea Town where Kurt is hanging out. He tells us that if you bring over apricorns, then he can turn them into Pokeballs. So I go above his house, I find one, and then I talk to him again. He says if I come back tomorrow, he's got a Pokeball for me. Thanks, Kurt. I appreciate it. I didn't even have to pay him any money for that. Just give him the supplies. Speaking of supplies, we make our way over to the Pokemart, where I see that they have a cool selection of items compared to the actual original Crystal. This trainer right here is telling me if I have more badges that I might have access to the Cut HM if I came back. I talked to the sign in his house, and apparently Randy Savage does real estate in this video game, so that's cool. Really cool stuff here. We make our way over to what is normally a Johto trainer's second gym, but for me, again, open world game, awesome ROM hack, play Crystal Clear if you haven't. Make quick work of all the bug trainers for our first gym of our Johto journey. And it was pretty simple, nothing really to show off here. Besides our first attempt at fighting Bugsy. Is it gonna be a win or a fail? Find out in like 15 seconds. Or, I don't know, I'm not actually keeping track of time. But yeah, just like the original fight with him, I'm pretty sure this is Bugsy's team when you fight him in Vanilla Crystal. It's just 2 of the Cocoons, the Kakuna, the Metapod, and then he brings out the Scyther. Squirtle's level 16, so if we win this fight, we're gonna get a Wartortle. Here comes the Scyther. Scyther! I always loved how Scyther sounded. Even though it's my last Pokemon, bug Pokemon are tough. Cool. Yep, actually Scyther's sprite here, it's really epic. All the crystal sprites are really good. Fury Cutter doing 3 damage, so I'm not worried. Even though Fury Cutter damage tends to stack, I figure with a 6 level difference, and what appeared to me to be at least a third of its damage, I figured I'd be fine. But you're about to see just how hard Scyther's scythes, or claws, or, yeah, I think they're scythes. I think that's why its name is Scyther. This scythes? What's the proper word? Whatever, who cares? Alright, Water Gun doesn't kill, I'm sad. And Fury Cutter just is a furious move. Yeah. Train, not running a train on the team just yet. So, first gym attempt, first whiteout as well. So I gotta go over, I gotta train, make quick work of the hiker. Nothing to show here. A Squirtle Water Gun takes it out real quick. We talk to that little creature in the grass. It turns out it's a wild whooper? Okay. Wait a minute. It's a little kid wearing a whooper costume. Pokey Kid Muddy. Sending out the shiny Zubat. What a flex. Oh, I'm not the only one who's shiny hunting here. So, that's pretty fun. I thought that was pretty neat. Kid sends out a Whooper that's twice his height. I love it. I love it. This was probably one of the most enjoyable, like, side trainer characters I've ever seen in a game. Gave me 3 rare candies. We quite literally took candy from a baby here, or from a child, baby, whatever, you know, little... Don't steal candy from little ones unless they offer it to you as a result of winning a Pokemon battle, I guess. So I go into Union Cave so that way I can get Train all the way to level 17 so I can finally evolve it, since we lost the fight where it got to level 16. And we got ourselves this beautiful crystal animation of the evolution. Look at all those rainbow bubbles coming around it and the wiggle at the end. Oh, I love it. I love it, I love it. Shiny Wartortle looking good. I know they reworked some of the shiny sprites, but yeah, after getting it to level 17, I figured, you know what, why don't I just use all these rare candies? I am not trying to lose to a Scyther again. That is not going to happen to me. We get rid of Tail Whip for Bite so we could get some of that nice coverage. Considering Morty's gym isn't too far away from Goldenrod, I figure we're probably going to fight that pretty early on as well. So having Bite is going to be nice. I think most people would like to have Bite on it. But yeah, quickly and easily, nothing to really go over here. We take care of Bugsy on the rematch because, you know, we're 10 levels above. We get our first badge, and then, what do you know, the TM that we get is actually Fury Cutter, the move that took us down in our first match with Bugsy. So you know what, Bugsy, you'll be in my memories for a little bit. We had a cool little first gym fight where you go crazy on me, and this is what's really cool about this game. The Pokemon League actually calls you whenever you are done beating a gym challenge. So I thought that was really awesome. That kind of blew my mind. I felt like I was really living my own fan fiction when this happened. They say, we update your account, we'll call you every time you complete a gym challenge. You'll find that having more badges will expand your selection at any local Pokemart. I thought that was awesome. Currently have 1 badge. If you're in Kanto, go to Route 10 and the Professor Oak Aid will give you something. If you're in Johto, then head on over to the Sprout Tower. And also they let you know the Safari Zone in Fuchsia City is open. The Safari Zone in this game also has an increased shiny rate, so I'm definitely going to be doing a hunt there when I can. So since they called me up to tell me to go to the Sprout Tower, I figure, who am I to turn that down? And I make my way through the cave, I grind it through, and on my way to the town where Sprout Tower is, I think it's Violet City or something. I don't know. We'll see when we get there. I'm going to double check. We see this trainer, yellow-haired trainer that's got a Swinub, and they're checking out some footprints. And this was really cool. Another added feature to this ROM hack that isn't in the original Crystal version. This guy's telling us that if you check out these footprints, we'll update your Pokedex. So I thought that was really cool. There's probably more trainers like this in caves or in various areas. Found out the Swinup's nickname was Lemon. I thought that was really cute. I always love food-based nicknames, or like when the color matches. So we see the footprints, and we find out from the Pokedex that these are the footprints of a baby Cubone. So somebody was looking for Mama in the cave. We make our way through the rest of the cave here. We fight the trainers outside. We still got a little bit of a ways to go, but luckily there was a Pokemon Center in between the cave and the next town. It's kind of cool working my way up to this city for the second gym. And we make our way to Sprout Tower before we even take on the gym, just because that's what the Pokegear says to do. This guy's talking about the Trials of the Sages, which I'm not sure I really remember that being like a Johto thing, so I'm pretty intrigued. I'm interested by that, so I make my way through, get ourselves a little Paralyze heal on the way. I'm one of those people that kind of picks up every item that I see, so if you think I missed something, I probably didn't. I just don't want to include everything. Sage Chow here with the level 35 Victory Bell. Kinda mind-blowing that they would tell me to go here after just beating one gym. My goodness, what is that Victory Bell eating? It's certainly more than 3 rare candies. So I headed into Faulkner's gym just to see what's up, to see if the game is really that hard. Like, are the levels climbing that much? And no, they are not. That's a level 14 Pidgey I just took out. And then all that Faulkner has after that is a Pidgeotto, which is level 17. So 35 is quite the jump, and I'm wondering if by beating Faulkner, will that Victory Bell's level increase even more, or is it always just going to be level 35? Like, if you start in a new Barktown, what sort of rude awakening are you up for there? My goodness. But yeah, his team can't really do much against me, so it's cool. I did a little reverse order for the first and second gym. I did the second gym first, I did the first gym second, as far as Johto order is concerned. I'm probably going to want to make my way to Blackthorn next, just because I want to get that Dratini. That'd be a really cool soft reset to get, and to have a Dragon type early on feels really cool. Yeah, we got the Zephyr badge. he doesn't really give us a special TM. We get Mud Slap. I mean, I'm sure that'll be fun if we want to play some Dodge RNG later on, but yeah, I thought that's kind of funny because what if this is like your final gym badge and you just get Mud Slap for it? Yeah, the Pokemon League calls us to let us know they've updated our account again. I love this. I can't stress enough how much I love this. It feels so cool. They tell you if you encounter a wiggling tree, do not use a squirt bottle, but then they tell you exactly where to get a squirt bottle. So if you're anything like me, I really look forward to trying to spray the wiggling trees in the game. There's a bunch of Sudowoodo trees sprawled out throughout this game. Like, there's more than just one. It's really, really cool. And they also tell us that we should check out that house where the guy has cut. They're telling us to go there again. So 2 badges, we can get cut. But before any of that, I want to go and see what's up. Did this Victory Bell's level increase now that I have 2 badges? Or is it still just going to be level 35? Will I have a chance? Do I know what I should grind for? And it looks like it's level 35 again. So I'm still a little bit underleveled. I'm not really counting on winning this, but I go for the confusion anyway. And to my surprise, Train lives at 1 HP, so maybe with some RNG, just maybe, no. Nah, we tried. And we get Razor Leafed all the way back to Route 32 here. It's okay. These things happen. It's kind of nice to be playing casually and just not really worry about all that nonsense. So we go on over to the house where they have cut. We go and get it. So, you know, if I do find a tree where something hidden might be, then at least I have the HM. I make my way through the forest and then into the daycare center, which I think I should have done in the very first part because I know the odd egg is a 1 in 64 chance of being a shiny, and then also if you breed shinies, it works the same exact way as Gen 2 shiny hunting with breeding worked. So if you breed with a shiny, I think it's still 1 in 64 chance. But we hatch it, and inside the egg is a Tyrogue. It's not shiny, but you know what? I'll keep it around. It might be on the team at some point. I check out this cafe in Goldenrod, where I find out if I have a Clefairy or a Cleffa, or maybe Clefable, I don't know, maybe anything in the evolution line. It's probably just one of the 3, then I'll get something cool for it. I check out the bike shop. I don't know why I'm just exploring Goldenrod now, even though it's my hometown. I don't know, consider it like I ran errands and then I went back home or something. Yeah, the guy gives us a bike, which is always exciting. So yeah, fun fact, if you start in Goldenrod, you can just get a bicycle right away. How cool is that? So I go into the pack and I register it, and I see this item called the Dex Tracker. I think that that's something you can use for shiny hunting. I didn't even know I had that, but yeah, cool stuff. We look like a Power Ranger here, and I'm rubbing it in this guy's face who doesn't even know where the bike shop is. Then I make my way over to Bill's house, and the game prompts me to this little pop-up menu. I thought this was really cool. Before I started the soft reset or even thought about doing it, the game actually asks you directly if you'd like to save for a soft reset hunt. And then all you have to do is A, B, start select, and the soft resets are insanely quick. We got it at 167, which is, I think, if whatever that is times 8, it's like 1 or 2,000 something. I don't know. I don't feel like doing math right now. I mean, I could put it in my calculator, and there it is at 167. Sorry, it's not like a live reaction, but it's like, wee! But let's see, the actual number, 167, that's 1,336 total encounters. You can see it on the bottom, 3rd one to the right, or 2nd one from the left. I named it Andre because I was binge watching Victorious. My little Nickelodeon sitcom addiction is kind of running strong here. So whatever I name it after, whatever my shinies are named, is usually whatever the first thought is that comes to my mind. I was debating on whether to make it a Vaporeon and make this like a water dominant run, but I ultimately decided on going with Flareon. I picked the Firestone because Those victory bells, dude. Those victory bells, they need somebody to teach them a lesson. Now, if you know anything about me, I'm not the biggest fan of Eevee as a whole. I think Eevee has always been way more overhyped than even Charmander. I will go as far as to say that. I think that people hate on Charizard way more than people realize how loved and appreciated Eevee is by comparison, but hey, I still got love for its evolutions. I love me the ability to choose what type I'm gonna be. That's awesome. So I trained up Andre up to level 16 so I could get Ember, and that is about where I am with it right now. I think, like I said, I want my next hunt to be Dratini. I might do some bug catching in between that hunt, and I might even just take care of the gyms on the way to Blackthorn, but that's sort of one of the next ones I have my sights set on, is going to Blackthorn City and getting the Dratini and seeing if I could get it early on. I would love, love, love to have a pink shiny. That I know Dragonite's like kind of not the best shiny, but I would love to see it in the crystal sprites. I'm sure it'll look better. And yeah, that's gonna be it for today. This is my first recap, post-commentary, let's play shiny hunt video. Subscribe if you're enjoying this series. Go give Crystal Clear a shot if you haven't, or tell me about your journey if you are playing it. Yeah, thanks for watching. Stay fabulous. Bye, bitches.